Hello and welcome to my next video on my series of frequently asked questions. Now this question wasn't originally on my list, but I did forget that I get asked this a lot. So this was asked by a viewer in the comments. What about condensation and how do I deal with condensation in the van? And it's really good timing because last night it went down to probably 3 degrees Celsius or lower, and so that's when the condensation is an issue. Now I just want to disclose I do live in Australia, and as much as possible I follow the nice weather, and I follow mostly it's dry. I'm not in a lot of humidity during the day or really at night, so it's quite easy for me to deal with condensation. It's very rarely it's a problem. So last night, like I said, it went down to about 3 degrees Celsius. And when I woke up this morning, I took some videos for you. There was condensation on the front windscreen, on the back window, on the side window. And there's also a little bit of condensation on the little bit of metal, the strip that I have, that's not covered in wood or insulation. So there's just a little strip there that gets a few little beads on it. So the way I deal with that condensation is basically the sun came out this morning, so I just take the cover off the windscreen and let the sun shine in. I open up the back hatch and let the air flow through. And with about an hour, within an hour and a half, all that condensation has gone. It's just evaporated. So again, I live in quite a dry climate and the sun comes out, so it's not a problem. Now, thanks to making this video, I did decide to check under my bed this morning, which is something I actually have done it the last few weeks, but last night was definitely the coldest night we've had in a long time. And Abby, my dog, was snuggling right in with me to keep warm. We were quite warm in the van, but that's when I do get condensation on the mattress. So I did feel it this morning. It does feel a bit damp. And so what I've done is I've just flipped the mattress up on its edge. I have a proper mattress that you have in your house, a sprung mattress, and I've flipped it on its edge and it can stay like that. And I've got the van opened up and the air will dry it out. It will dry out. I can't put it in the sun, unfortunately, but yeah, it'll dry out. Now, the other times when condensation is a problem, if there are consistent rainy days in a row and I can't open the van. Now again, I live in Australia and I have the opportunity to move around. My home is on wheels. I'm very rarely committed to having to stay in one place. And so if I do get stuck though, and it's multiple rainy days and I can't get the van open, I do have some of these moisture absorbers. I have quite a few of these. I have these bags that hang up. I also have some like in the container that can sit around. So I can use these to keep the condensation down. It's very rarely a problem at the moment. I had a bit more of an issue in Tasmania, probably a bit more humid and rainy there in the summer. But yeah, really don't have much more of a problem with condensation in my van than you do in a house. Like in a house, if it's a really cold night, well, for me in Australia, if it's a really cold night, there would be condensation on the windows. When I woke up, I used to get a bit of mold, on the windowsill, had to keep that clean. So it's exactly the same thing. And as much as possible, you just need to open up your van and air it out, let the air flow through, and nature will naturally get rid of the condensation for you. All right, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, could you please give it a thumbs up? And if you have any other questions that you would like in this series, please let me know in the comments below and I will add it to the list. All right, see you later.